I'm getting ready to go outside for my first outside run, and I thought, oh my god, it's been quite a while since I vlogged. I've been out of habits of even reading mine, let alone filming it, and then I got a comment today, which I'm going to send her a thank you note that reminded me that I have been very tardy, and read it or not, I wasn't keeping up with my consistency. So I thought I'd kind of get on and talk about what I've been doing. I've been a little, I don't know if it's the spring cleaning in the air, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I've been focused on maybe getting rid of some of my clutter in my house and kind of doing the whole, well, what am I gonna focus on and be, and I don't know, a little higher level thing. And I think Kelly, my friend Kelly, who I know most of us are all friends with, she's had a little bit the same thing. So I think it must be kind of the spring and the rebirth in the air that makes us kind of do some deep thinking about what do we want this year to be. So that's kind of where I got lost also in the last couple weeks. I've been reading a book called The Happiness Project, and I will put a link to it down here. It really got me. I started, what did I start with? Was it that book? No, it was a different one on personality. And I was switching books with a lady I met through work, and she suggested it, and it just so happens we had both read this other one and we were similar personality types. Long story short, I bought it on the spot on the Kindle and I started to read it, and I love it. And I've just been thinking about a lot about what to do about my happiness project and how to make it my own. And I thought, well, it's not exercise, so I didn't really get on here and talk about it. And then I thought, you know what? I think everybody has more parts to their life than just exercise. I don't know why I was limiting myself here on the vlog, but I thought, well, maybe I'd talk about the happiness project and what I decide to do with it. And I don't know if you guys have read the book or if you might be interested in doing it, but if anything, you can learn from things that I've done. So the part of the book is that she said, yes, that she's happy, but she's not as happy as she could be. She thinks, like if she put it on a scale of 1 to 10, and she breaks up the year into little projects that she holds herself accountable to. And by looking at this chart of X's and checks, she decides and looks at what helps raise her happiness and what things did she learn along the way. And I saw a lot of myself in just certain things that she would say, like, you come home and you have a bunch of groceries and you have your family there, and she said her husband and her 2 daughters were messing around with the oranges and he was juggling, and she was like, why can't everybody just, put the groceries away, we get it done and we move on. And then she's like, I stopped and realized, wow, they're having a great time, everybody's giggling, it's a great family moment, why did I have to put them onto my schedule and what I wanted them to do instead of just, why don't I participate in their happiness in the moment? So has some good little deep learnings like that. So, but it breaks down the goals in per month basis, and every month she works on something else. So I'm kind of deciding, how do I incorporate some piece of this into what I'm doing as I'm trying to decide what I'm going to be when I grow up. And also, how do I keep that even in running? So I started my running in January. And I do what I always do. I start out really good and I get to about week 3 or week 4 and I just stopped. So I hadn't done anything for 2 or 3 weeks. And this last weekend was my first run back. I had a very good run. It was fun. I had 2 girls on both sides of me. They were both running. One was running 7.5 and one was running 8 on the treadmill. And here's me, and I can't keep up at 6.5. So it was a little humbling. But it also kind of made me do some intervals where I tried to keep up. I mean, their strides were fabulous, and so it didn't even look like they were putting any effort. And I'm like, I'm gonna try to go for 1 stong at 7.5. Yeah, no, but I did make it like 1 minute, I think. So anyway, I'm breaking up my runs into that. It is 6 weeks until my first half. So got to get going. My Polar died. The Footpot died at the Rock and Roll Vegas, and then my heart rate monitor is not picking up on my watch anymore as of the last week. So I haven't used it in a while. So I think I'm going to be an official runner, and this first time I've called myself a runner, especially on video. Oh, maybe I did on the last one when I said I was approaching a year. But I'm going to invest in the low-level Garmin, and today will be my first run with that. So I'll kind of see if I like it and tell you what you think, and I look forward to us all catching up. I've missed you lots. I miss the little community of people that keep us going. Daily Mile has been my lifesaver, and even just trying to start back to run. So 6 or 7 weeks to the run, and yay, spring is coming and getting outside. I'm getting ready to head to Orlando for a big conference. So hopefully some more outside work and keeping in touch.